Hey, good day there. We're just getting ready to do a little bit of maintenance to this car here, and I thought I'd give you a quick rundown on how to check some of your steering components if you're concerned that something isn't feeling right when you're driving, or you hear some clicking or clunking or whatever. So I thought I'd give you a quick shot on how we do this. Okay, so with the with the wheel off the ground here and loose and ready to go, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab at 3 o'clock and at 9 o'clock, and we're gonna do one of these here type of things with it to see if there's any slop back and forth. So that's good indication of tie rod ends. There's two tie rod ends in the back on each side of the vehicle, an outer tie rod end and an inner tie rod end. This will check both of those if I do this. So this should be good and tight. It might flex a little bit, but that's flexing, it's not clunking. So we'll check that out. And that seems to be pretty good. Now we're gonna check at 6 o'clock and at 12 o'clock, and we're gonna do the same thing. That will generally check your wheel bearing that's inside here, and it should also be tight. There should be no play in any of this. And it's good and tight as well. And then a lot of times you can take a pry bar as such, you can stick it underneath the bottom of the wheel and lift up numerous times, and again feel if anything is clicking and clunking, and there's nothing there. And that will check your vertical movement in your ball joint on the bottom here. There's one more thing here though, that these checks will, they'll kind of specifically do each individual component, but sometimes they may overlap in such a way. So as I was doing the 9 o'clock and the 3 o'clock, checking on the tie rod ends, I was getting some clicking and clunking. And that play there is actually not from the tie rod end. The tie rod ends are in the back on this vehicle. Some are in the front, but on this vehicle they're in the back. And the play is coming from the front of this tire. It's not pushing back. And that's a good indication also of a ball joint. So we're gonna crawl underneath in the back and we're gonna have a look at that. Okay, so here we are underneath the vehicle, and the vehicle should be properly supported so that you're crawling around underneath here. I'm not really underneath it, I'm just hanging out by the front bumper. So anyway, the ball joint is right here. This is the ball joint. This is a stud coming down through this lower control arm with the big nut on it. The ball joint itself this is the top of it right here. It's going through this steering knuckle. So let's see, we're gonna pull back on the front of the tire. So I'm just gonna be here pulling back on the front of the tire, and we'll see if we can see that move. And he's moving and slopping in there. I'm not sure how well you can see that on the camera, but anyway, we're gonna be into a ball joint job on this one here, and that's how it is. So this is a few quick, easy tests that you can do. If you're changing your tires from summer to winter, winter to summer, or whatever, you got the thing jacked up like that, give it all of a bit of a pull or a wiggle and see what's going on with it, and see if you can diagnose some of this stuff yourself. So anyway, I hope you got a little bit of something out of this video, and thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, please. Thanks.